we continue on the race weekend here at Chicagoland as we now have the Mobil One Cup cars here today for the running 27 laps of racing of race number 12 of the Mobil One Cup Series. On the pole for today's race is Dougie Shears. Shears is actually not mathematically out of championship or chase contention rather, but he does really need a good run here today to stay in that mathematical equation. He's going to start alongside of Bob Fergus. Let's go through the field, show you who's going to start off where. Row 2, we find Christian Janes. He'll start off alongside of Noel Stiller. Then it's going to be Jack Richards alongside of Jake Berg. Ray Wilson going to line up alongside of Stephen Dillon, and it's Ralph Green, who is doing very well in the standings right now. He's going to line up alongside of John Worry. James Bald going to line up alongside of Anthony McCurry, and then it's Chad Smith beside Jared Crocious. Ziggy Bain going to line up alongside of John Brace, then it's Daniel Schwab on the outside of Timmy Pacioli. Jacob Lawler is going to line up alongside of Robert Cruz. Nick Eggleston beside Adam Rose. Jacob Rodriguez alongside Angel D'Souza. And then it's our points leader, Jake Rogers. He's going to line up alongside of Jake Cole. Devin Wilson, who lost the points lead last week, he'll line up alongside of Arnold Columbia. Lisa Shears beside Kenny McCurry. Robert Mann alongside of Jordan Hester. Amy Nathan beside Corey Williams. Alex Lozano going to line up alongside of Adam Chambers. Patrick Murphy with John Dillon to his outside. And then the final rows we've got Sean Galligan, Michael Harvey, Brandon Gonzalez, and Matthew Rodriguez. Of course, Brandon Gonzalez went to victory lane for the second time in his Mobil One Cup Series career last week at Lowe's. So the cars will roll off in just a little bit. Only one driver in this field is locked into the chase for this season, and that's the number 6 Angus Berger Ford Mustang of Arnold Columbia. He's getting into the chase due to the fact that he finished second place in the NR 2003 contest. So he's the only driver we know for certain that is going to be in the chase, and obviously he'd like to have some teammates in there, and one of those teammates could be Dougie Shears if he could walk away with a good finish here today, as he's going to start on the pole. Dougie Shears is winless so far this year in the Mobil One Cup Series. He did take a win last season when he drove a Ford for Robert Yates Racing, the number 88 Snickers Ford. And he'll take the green flag. Dougie Shears is actually very good at these kind of racetracks. Michigan, Chicagoland, California, they seem to be his best special racetrack, as he's going to lead them into turn 1. That inside advantage is going to be very key here today, as he'll take the top spot. Christian Janes now left to battle with Bob Fergus for second. Well, he may have a challenge even further underneath. That's going to be Jack Richards. It is indeed. But he's going to pull away. Wow, Christian Janes got a good run off turn 4 there. And he is right on the back bumper of that number 60 saying, "Hello, Dougie, I'm here and I'm coming to the front." As he moves down to that inside line, Jack Richards just hanging there in third, seeing which line is going to open up. Dougie Shears going to try and battle back on the high side, but it doesn't look like it's going to work. Christian Janes is by for the lead. Look at Ralph Green back there. Is he in a fight or what? Jack Richards, he's going to move to the inside for the lead. Cannot do it this time. Battle on for third. Ray Wilson just drives by Dougie Shears. And there's Ralph Green, who we were talking about. Ralph Green, he is doing very well in the standings. Second right now in that number 2. He has a win this season. Oh, caution's out. Looks like we're under caution for Jake Berg. And Angel D'Souza's got damage, as well as last week's winner, Brandon Gonzalez. Brandon Gonzalez has picked up some damage. Looks like maybe Kenny McCurry there. Someone's smoking. Who's smoking? Michael Harvey's damaged. John Brace is damaged. Ooh, that's big. He's a big points contender, and Adam Rose is the car that's smoking up ahead. So I would say maybe 2 wrecks occurred. Let's see if we can find them both. No, actually it was just one wreck. Right here, you're going to see Jake Berg is going to get... Oh, Bob Fergus gets a piece of the wall right there. Comes down, makes a little contact with Jake Berg, who comes down and gets a piece of Timmy Pacioli. That's not good for Pacioli. He goes up and gets into Bob Fergus there. Stephen Dillon gets a piece of it. Watch Jake Berg spinning in the middle of everybody there. He gets a piece of Jared Crocious. John Brace gets involved right there. Daniel Schwab is involved right there. Adam Rose comes into the picture, and he's going to get nailed by Brandon Gonzalez. Angel D'Souza, of course, we mentioned involved. Michael Harvey, Arnold Columbia, John Dillon, Jordan Hester, and Robert Cruz back here. They get pieces of it as well. Now let's go back and watch a replay again, see what happened further up. A lot more cars were involved further up there with the Brandon Gonzalez machine. Oh, well, we can see right there. Okay, we don't have to look. Brandon Gonzalez getting a piece of it there. You see Stephen Dillon, he's got heavy front end damage to his race car too, so hopefully we covered all the cars that were involved in that wreck. But big wreck here on the front straightaway started with Jake Berg. So a big wreck to start off this event. And already we've got some retirees. Stephen Dillon, Jared Crocious, Patrick Murphy was involved in that. Didn't see him involved, but he did indeed get a piece of it and has retired, along with Jake Berg, Adam Rose, and Angel D'Souza. Well, Jared Crocious, obviously, today not ending the way he wanted it to, but he's looking forward, I'm betting, to next race where he's a defending winner at that track, taking the win at the beginning of the season at Daytona. We're heading back there for the second race of the year. Alright, Christian James is the leader, Jack Richards is second, Dougie Shears slid back to third, Ray Wilson fourth, and Ralph Green is fifth. Sixth is James Bald, Chad Smith is seventh, eighth Noel Stiller, ninth Ziggy Bain, and Nick Eggleston is in 10th. 11th is Jacob Lawler, Jacob Rodriguez is 10th. Or is 12th rather. Bob Fergus, he had that contact, but he's still 13th. 14th is Jake Rogers, our points leader. Devin Wilson 15th, Anthony McCurry 16th, Lisa Shears 17th, Jake Cole is 18th, 19th is Timmy Pacioli, and Robert Ban is 20th. Let's go back to the top 25. It is John Worry, Amy Nathan, Alex Lozano, Sean Galligan, and John Brace. Back up to the front. There we go. Gotta get it up to Christian James. There we go. Christian James going to lead him back to the green flag on lap 7 of 27. And Jack Richards, boy, he must have spun the tires or something, because he all of a sudden went up to the high side, and Dougie Shears just drove right underneath him as he's going to take that second position. Ray Wilson now going to make the challenge for third. And now we got a battle on for the lead. Dougie Shears down to the inside line of Christian James. Sorry about that. Okay, so Dougie Shears is the new leader, I think, at the stripe. It is Dougie Shears by a full car length now. Ray Wilson going to slide into second. Ralph Green, though, he's there in the top 5, and he is ahead of Jake Rogers, too. So Rogers needs to get up through the field here and get close to Ralph Green in order to make sure that his points lead is not in jeopardy. Now Ray Wilson has slid by Dougie Shears. Whoa, Shears almost got turned by Christian James there. That was a little bit close for comfort. How'd it be for Ralph Green to be able to pick up a second win of the season? He's already been to victory lane. I want to say it was at Texas. I think it was. He ended up winning the race under caution. And that could really help him out as far as the chase goes. It is possible for him to fall out of the chase, but not very likely, however. Ray Wilson still leads the way. Dougie Shears second, and now Dougie Shears is under fire from a guy who is also in possible chase contention. That's Ziggy Bain in the 19. He's been steadily working his way up through the points, and he is in contention to possibly be one of the drivers to fight it out for the championship this year in the Mobil 1 Cup Series. He's also in contention possibly for battling it out for the Snickers Cup Series championship as Dougie Shears continues to drop like a rock. He lost second to Ziggy Bain, and now this battle is on for third between Nick Eggleston, Jacob Rodriguez, Noel Stiller, and they are closing up on the back bumper of that number 60 Ford Mustang of Dougie Shears. Devin Wilson also in that fray there. He's trying to get back on the hot streak that he was on. He was the points leader at Lowe's, but ended up having problems, a tire problem as a matter of fact, having him drop like a rock through the field and through the standings, losing the points lead coming here into this race. And now the battle is back on for second place. Dougie Shears has gotten back to the inside of Ziggy Bain, but now there's a new face in this battle, and that's Nick Eggleston in the 74. Eggleston has not been to victory lane yet this season. He did go to victory lane in a non-points race. That was the All-Star race for the Mobil 1 Cup Series, but he's yet to go to victory lane in a points race, and he is doing very well in the standings. And a win could possibly secure himself a spot in the chase. But meanwhile, this is all going on behind that number 31 Brandt Chevrolet of Ray Wilson. He just is really driven away. Look at the distance between himself and Dougie Shears, about 3 car lengths or so, and then it's about another 3 car lengths back to Nick Eggleston, and now Jacob Rodriguez is going to slide by Ziggy Bain for 4th. Oh, Bain got into the wall. Ziggy Bain got a piece of the wall there, and now he's just going to get freight trained. Christian Jane's going to bypass him for 5th. Jacob Lawler, Chad Smith, they're there as well. He could possibly be all the way down to 10th in a matter of 2 or 3 laps. Seeing the 2 Racing with Jesus Faith Motorsports cars working together right here. Let's look further back here. There they are. Alex Lozano and Amy Nathan. They crossed the stripe in 17th and 19th last time by. This time they're going to cross in 16th and 17th as they go to work on Sean Galligan. Alex Lozano and Amy Nathan. Amy Nathan is doing fairly well in the standings. She's mathematically possibly still in chase contention, but Lozano's a go-or-go-homer. There's Ziggy Bain. Told you he'd slide through the field. He's now back to 10th. And there's Jacob Lawler. Good run for the 28 car right here. And just to put into perspective the hardships this number 28 team has had to go through, he made the All-Star Open, obviously, and ended up having an engine failure on the very first lap before the green flag even came out. So, obviously, he's had to fight through some hardships. There is Ralph Green, who is currently running in the 8th position. Actually make it 7th now. He wants to leave as the points leader, and it is not mathematically impossible. Christian James has now slid back to 5th. As now, new leader Dougie Shears has slid by Ray Wilson. That was for the lead. Jacob Rodriguez 3rd, Nick Eggleston now in 4th, but the lead's now back on in a battle between Ray Wilson and Dougie Shears. Wilson back down to the inside line. And Jacob Rodriguez trying to close in on his 2nd career win this season in the Mobil 1 Cup Series. I believe he took the win at Phoenix. I may be wrong, but I think that was where it was. But wow, look at how close they're all running here. And here comes Jacob down to the inside line. And I was just looking at the ticker. We've got 9 laps to go when they hit the stripe here. Laps winding down quickly. And I'm just getting a report that Jake Rogers, our points leader, is not doing so well. Let's find out where the 25 is running. Back in the 23rd position. That's not good for Jake Rogers. That could put his points lead in jeopardy, especially with Ralph Green running up there in the 7th, 8th position. Not good for Jake Rogers. And this field has really spread out. Big time. There's Ray Wilson running 2nd. Oh, there's Kenny McCurry. He's worked his way up here into the top 5 now. Oh no, he's a lap car. They just got by him. He's a slower race car. And everybody's working their way underneath him. That was where Kenny McCurry was. He was apparently damaged in an earlier incident. Chevrolets pace the field. The DEI Chevrolet of Jacob Rodriguez and then Ray Wilson. Christian Janes, though, he was a few weeks ago, I believe it was back at Lowe's. He was in that critical 10th position, and now he's kind of got a little bit of a cushion as he is in the top 10 right now, and he wants to make that cushion even bigger here as he currently runs in 3rd. Dougie Shears still very much in this, our pole sitter. So he's going to actually give up 4th place to Nick Eggleston. And I believe that's Amy Nathan back there. It is indeed. Running in the 8th position now. All by herself, but en route to a top 10. Wow, look at this gaggle of cars. Jake Cole, John Worry, Adam Chambers, Corey Williams, Lisa Shears is in that. Jacob Lawler and Chad Smith as the laps continue to wind down. And now new leader is Ray Wilson once again as Jacob Rodriguez gets the shuffle. Ray Wilson's yet to go to victory lane this season, even though he is in the top 10 in the standings. So he'd like to pick up his first career win in the Mobil 1 Cup Series. Nick Eggleston, on the other hand, he would love to do the same thing. So too would Dougie Shears. They have not been to victory lane. Devin Wilson has. Ralph Green has. Christian James has not. Eggleston going to get bypassed now. We've got 4 laps to go. Ray Wilson leads the way. Dougie Shears trying to close in on his best friend, actually. These two are friends, Ray Wilson and Dougie Shears, and they're trying to... Well, Dougie Shears is trying to run down Ray Wilson. Wilson's not trying to run Dougie Shears down. I was going to say they were trying to run each other down. Devin Wilson, he's doing a pretty good job getting back on the hit parade, but Ralph Green was actually ahead of him coming into this race in the point standings, so with Jake Rogers hitting the hardships he has, Ralph Green may leave as the points leader if he can remain ahead of Devin Wilson. Speaking of Jake Rogers, with these closing laps here, we've got about 3 laps to go. Where is Rogers running now? Is he up any further? Yeah, he's up to 22nd now. We'll see where he crosses here when they come and hit the stripe. He's working his way back up to the front, though. Rogers crosses the stripe this time in the 19th position, so he is steadily working his way back up here to try and gain as many points as possible. As Ray Wilson will head into turn 3, he's got about maybe a 6-7 car length advantage coming out of turn 4. And Ray Wilson will receive the white flag. Could Ray Wilson pick up his first career Mobil 1 Cup Series win here today at Chicagoland? Wilson out in front. It's not impossible. John Dillon yesterday picked up his first career Truck Series win. But Dougie Shears is visibly closing in. Boy, is he getting a run. He is there. He may have just been holding back, but does he have enough here? Off turn 4 for the final time. Dougie Shears looks low. He cannot make the move. Ray Wilson will win at Chicagoland. Boy, Dougie Shears timed it pretty well, but just a tad too late. And he'll finish off with second. Jacob Rodriguez with third. Well, the Snickers Cup Series cars are coming here next to finish off this race weekend. Will we have another first-time winner? Well, Ray Wilson and John Dillon have done it so far. Will we have another one? We will find out. Hope you enjoyed today's race. Congrats to Ray Wilson on his win. You've been watching a production of the NNSCRA, now merged with the NCGMRS. Here come the finishing order and the point standings.